Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Strixhaven draft. And what do we got here? We got Leonin, Light Scribe, probably what we're picking. Magecraft, so +1/+1 to all your creatures. Yeah, when you cast, it's really good 2-drop. Abundant Harvest, choose land or non-land, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card of the chosen kind, put it in your hand, rest on the bottom of your library. Cool, I guess, but probably not what we want. Test of Talents, counter instant or sorcery. Oh, that's a cool card. But Closing Statement, good removal. Tend the Pests. I actually think this is a good card. In response to removal, you can just spit out a bunch. I think the Professor's good. A lot of good stuff there. I'll just go with the monocolor rare. That is great for beatdown decks. All right, so follow-up pick. Wow, we're past the Dreamstrix. This card is nuts. I think we easily take this. It's a 3-mana 3/2 flyer, and then when it's targeted, you have to sack it with a spell, but you get to learn too. This card is nuts. So we'll take that. Otherwise, Detention Vortex, I think, is good. Actually good for like a suicide aggro deck, because they can't always pay 3, and if they do, then early on it eats up their turn, but takes some work. I think Access Tunnel's totally playable. Inter's untapped too, which I like. What else we got in here? Zephyr Boots, good equipment. Gives evasion plus a loot effect on the creature. The Shield Mage is a good common. Tangle Trap, more of a sideboard card. Invocation. This is expensive, but it can potentially be good. I think the Spiteful Squad's a great card. 4-mana 2/2, but it's got Death Touch, and then when it dies, you get to buff a creature +2. Really good. Archway Commons, splash for anything. Cool card. The Pledge Mage, 5-mana 5/5 in black. Like, the fact that you can play some mono black is actually quite good. 5-mana 5/5 with more upside. All right. Dreamstrix, we got it. So, follow-up pick now. So, in blue, there's just Soothsayer Adept. In white, we've got Pilgrim of the Ages, which is a good card. We've got this Stormkiln Artist, which I think is a nuts card, actually. Just every time you do it, you just get to spit out treasures, and then it just gets bigger. It's a cool card. I guess it doesn't get bigger on the toughness end. Maybe just take Heated Debate here. It's really tough to go wrong with instant speed removal that can't be countered, and yeah, we probably take that. Rush Rebirth. It's kind of a build-around card, I guess. If you have the right deck, I could see it being good, but I don't think we're going to take it. Probably just take Heated Debate. I mean, it's early on. We don't know what 2 colors we are yet. Trying to figure it out. There's not really a white card worth taking. I don't think the Pilgrim is enough better, or certainly not better than enough on par with Heated Debate to take it. I do like Inkling Summoning because it's a lesson, but we're just going to go with Heated Debate here. All right, Hall Monitor, kind of a cool card. It can turn off blockers. It's actually a strong effect. I might just, this Expressive Iteration is just a nuts card, though. We probably take that. I mean, you play this on turn 3, and before you play a land, and then you exile the land, you can at least play that, plus you get to draw another card, all for 2 mana. This card's great. Expressive Iteration is a very strong card. We're going to take that. Even though we're not 100% sure we're playing Is It yet, it's probably just fine to take it here. Could take the Heated Debate again, more removal, but I actually feel like the upside of Iteration might be higher. That's actually that's debatable. Maybe we do just take Heated Debate because we could still end up, you know what, that might actually just be smarter. I think Iteration potential power level is higher than Heated Debate, but Heated Debate lets me, especially this early, still be Is It or Boros, and it's going to be great for either deck, so I think we'll take that. Well, I really love Opt. I'm fine taking that, or we could just easily take Rip Apart. And I mean, I'd rather play the Dreamstrix than the Light Scribe, but they're both rares and they're both really good, so it probably doesn't matter. Could just take Pledge Mage because it's good with Heated Debate, really good with Heated Debate, and it leaves us more open to both archetypes still. If I take Rip Apart, though, I get cheap removal that can deal with artifacts and enchantments and creatures and planeswalkers, and it moves us more towards the Light Scribe direction. I guess when in doubt, go removal. That's tough, though, because if we don't end up the white now, it could be bad. I'll take another one. Don't mind if I do. All right, I guess we'll take another Rip Apart. This is starting to get a little crazy. Take the Pilgrim now, start from scratch, deals damage to any target, or blow up an artifact. It is a lesson, though. Or we could take the Spirit Summoning, which is also a lesson. Or we could take the Campus. Or we could take the Pilgrim. All these are fine choices. Pilgrim, less exciting here, as I want to have nice aggressive things. Could just take the lesson in case we pick up some learn stuff. Would I rather have this lesson or this one? I mean, this one's uncommon. I haven't seen it before. We'll go with this lesson. We'll try it out. Or I could just take the Pilgrim, which gets you a land too, and probably makes the deck. Or we could take the land. I mean, a ton of options here. I guess we'll go Pilgrim. I think I'm more interested in it just because we're a little bit creature light since we've been picking up all this nuts removal. This is a cool card. I'd probably just take the Hall Monitor, though. It's really hard to go wrong with this effect, especially the fact that it has haste. Turning off blockers is very, very good. So I'll take that. I mean, it's an uncommon for a reason. That's a strong effect. Fuming Effigy is cool. Approach, sure. I actually think Defend the Campus is probably pretty good too, but take Hall Monitor. So Warden, make your mark. Assistant. This is a cool card. Get your removal back. This might be worth it already. I mean, 2 Rip Aparts, 2 Heated Debates. We already have some nuts things to bring back. This is probably worth just taking. It also is a flying. It's an evasive creature. Warden is cool to get that stuff back too, but this probably is better for beatdown. I mean, you don't get it back to your hand, but it's still good when you need to deal with stuff. So we could actually take the Detention Vortex. If we end up suicide enough, I actually think it is quite good. Remember, they can only do it as a sorcery, so you can play this as like at least a temporary turn it off for an extra attack in. I'm going to give it a chance. I actually think it's fine in a hyper aggro deck. Claim the Firstborn. Not usually an exciting card, but when you're playing all-in aggro, I think it's just fine. Expel. Not really what I'm looking for. Sloth, on the other hand, totally fine. Expel, better when you are either a control deck or you have a bunch of evasion. When you're trying to beat down, you really don't want to be doing stuff like Expel, unless you can tap stuff. Did we have anything that just taps? Maybe. I don't know. Happy to get a Relic slot there, though. Could take the Introduction to Prophecy. Maybe we just Archway Commons for splash potential. I mean, you don't have any learn cards yet, so I'm probably okay with that. Warden versus Archivist. Neither are exciting. I guess we'll take the Warden, though. I don't think we're going to play it. We got to start from scratch anyway, huh? Oh, I didn't take the first one. Well, that's cool. Wow, Prismari Command. Well, we could splash it. Deals 2 damage to any target. Draw 2, discard 2, create a treasure, destroy an artifact. That's pretty good. What's this? Oh, this is a steal effect as well. What's the Historian do? So 5 mana, 2/4 elephant, but it buffs all your spirits, and whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard. So ways to make cards leave our graveyard. Basically, the assistant is it at the moment. I think we're probably not splashing Dream Strix. I can keep it around, though. Maybe we find some way to do it. So it's either that or a Defiant Strike. It's probably Quintorius. I think this is a strong card. I don't think we need to try and splash for it, though, especially up on Archway Commons, which I don't really want to play. This is a cool card. I love Uncommon Legends. We probably can find some more spirits. We already have one. It makes our Pilgrim pick better. Yeah, it's fine to take. It's a cool card. All right. There, the Familiar, also a spirit. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a weird card. Put into exile on your turn. How do we exile things? We really don't have a lot of ways to exile at the moment. What's the Dust Speaker do? 5 mana, 3/4. When it attacks, put an instant or sorcery from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. And then, wow, that's a cool card. Actually really good. I think Tome Shredder would be good too. It doesn't really work super well in conjunction with... I mean, is it when stuff leaves your graveyard? Is that right? Leave your graveyard. Well, Dust Speaker works with Quintorius already. And the fact that, I mean, it's basically a free effect to get the top 2 and be able to play them. It's pretty good. Combat Professor flies. I like that. I like the Pledge Mage too. First Strike is good. We've already got... We're looking a little bit clunky. We're looking a bit clunky, especially if I'm trying to be Omega Aggro. I guess we just go Heated Debate number 3. You really can't go wrong with instant speed 4 damage. I mean, granted, we need some, you know, actual creatures, but no, I'm not gonna... What are we up to? We're already up to like 5 premium removal spells now. I doubt we're splashing Dream Strix. I'm just gonna let that sort of die away here. This has Double Strike, which is cool, but Enthusiastic Study, another Pilgrim, all these options. I guess we'll just go Rip Apart. I mean, if I have 4 Rip Apart, 4 Heated Debate, probably going to end up a little bit creature light, but take the shock. I think when you see the shock, you take it. Oh, man, I want this too, the Aerialist with Ward and Evasion, but we take shock. It's a crazy start to a deck. We need some actual creatures is the only issue. All right, we probably just take the Summoning. Not an exciting card in a vacuum, but when you're looking for creatures, I say go for the one that's also an instant sorcery that works with Dustspeaker. Does it work with anything else? Yeah, it works with Leona Light Scribe. It's fine. It's evasive. We need creatures. We're at a whole, what, 7 creatures, 8 creatures now. So we're very creature light. We need some more. Probably take the Pledge Mage here. We don't have enough cheap stuff. I like the Sloth. We already have one. It's cool. But I want some more low end, and Pledge Mage is sweet with all these removal spells we have. It's got First Strike. All right, we can take the Sloth now. I mean, I want the Pigment Storm, but we're already a little bit removal heavy. I know that's a weird problem to have, but we already have 7. Remember, you basically want 15 creatures, 8 non-creatures, which means we basically only need 1 more removal and we have a deck. Like, we're probably not playing Claim the Firstborn. We're probably not doing Detention Vortex. It basically means we just take creatures from here on out, if we can. I don't know about Thrilling Discovery. That's a lot you have to do to filter 3. Could just take the Spirit. I really don't like this card that much, but I feel like it can win some games. Plus, randomly with Quintorius out, you can just spit out 3/2s. That's pretty good, actually. I think we just need more creatures. All right, Tome Shredder, excellent in this deck. In general, I like the card. In this deck, I really like it. We're taking it. Can take the Campus Guide. This is a fine playable card. Actually, we probably take the Combat Professor. It's tough to go wrong with that. It flies. Granted, it's a 4-drop, which we have a lot of, admittedly. But I think we just go Professor. Flyer, 3 power. It's good. We'll take the Shaman here. We actually don't have... We have Light Scribe to buff. Unfortunately, I don't think the Shaman is all that good in this deck, but that's okay. Take the Campus Guide here. I think that so I can copy stuff that targets him. I don't think we have buff spells. We just have a bunch of removal. I'll take the Campus Guide. Fine card, actually, if you're getting mana screwed. We'll take the weaker of these 2 cards. It might be... Actually, I'm going to take the Shield Mage, even though it's not the weaker. I want to show that green's open. All right, just got last pick relics, though. Whoa. Instant sorcery spells you control have lifelink. And, oh my word. This is nuts in our deck. Taking that, slamming it. Pass Caller. Wow. This card's nuts, too. The Mentor's nuts. This has, like, so many goodies for us, but we're taking the rare. This is way too good to pass up on in a deck that's got 3 Rip Aparts, 3 Heated Debate, Shock, that we can all get back. Man, that is real nuts. With Inkling Summoning, too. Conspiracy Theorist. Lightning Bolt? What? 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 I gotta take Bolt, right? I mean, it's our 8th removal spell. We have to take Lightning Bolt. It's unfortunate because Conspiracy Theorist is actually nuts in this deck. Just nuts in this deck, too. We get to draw. We can discard, like, just discard Heated Debate and cast it. Draw another card. I mean, it is nuts in this deck, but Lightning Bolt, it's 1 mana 3 damage to any target. Are you kidding me? They don't print that anymore. That's insane. So that's our 8th removal spell, which means anything that's not a... Yeah, we're looking for pure creatures at this point. Top card of your library. If it's an instant or sorcery, reveal it, put it in your hand. If you don't, you can put it in your graveyard. 0 or 7. It's hard to activate. We need some more cheap creatures. I really don't want to do relic slots. Could do the campus to help fix the mana. We're not hyper color intensive, actually. Inkling Summoning has to be double white in here. But other than that, we're not horribly color intensive. So it could take the lands, which are kind of free cards, but I think, I don't know, Eager Overseer is not a great 2-drop. It's okay in here. Could take another Tome Shredder, could take the Summoning. All of those are fine. Maybe we'll just go with the Biblioplex because we can't activate it that often, but we have 8 pretty good targets to find off of it. It might not be worth it. That's a lesson. Probably just take Historian. This 2-drop I like. It also spits out a Spirit, and it exiles, so it's got synergy with Quintorius. You play this, you activate that with Quintorius out, you get 2 3/2s. That's really good. All right, we're taking that. I need to lower the curve of this deck anyway, so. Pledge Mage, love this card. This card seems insane. You can just give it flying, too. It's just so good. We'll take that. I think we're probably ditching some relic slots. Card I like, actually, but I think we're just in the business of playing cheaper things for our aggro deck. That would be my guess. Especially one that can get evasion or lifelink. Another Heated Debate. Problem with Heated Debate now, we legitimately, I don't think we have space for it. But unless I go 14 creatures, or I go 16 lands. More, you know what? I'm more on board with going 16 lands and finding a way to lower the curve of this deck. I can't pass the Heated Debate. It's too good. This creates a treasure, which is sweet. It's a combat trick. Obviously, you don't have space for that. This can copy. You know, honestly, you could probably end up copying pretty easily in this deck, but I'll just take the Prismari Campus. It lets us splash. We don't have space for anything anyway. Another Claim the Firstborn. Well, it's cool, but all of these things we don't need to play. Secret Rendezvous is too tough to play. I mean, Enthusiastic Study. We're probably cutting the Twin Scroll Shaman. Obviously, Double Strike's good. It's just not very effective in this deck, I don't think. I guess I don't know what to take there, honestly. Could take the General, could take the Mentor. This actually will be able to scry for us, and it's 3 mana, 3/3. This is a 2-drop, but I'd probably just go Mentor. Well, Pledge Mage is a cool card. I could see it being playable in here, but I mean, it's what I'm taking anyway. I'm not taking the Elemental Summoning. I honestly don't know if it makes the deck. I think we just take Campus. As much as I like Tome Shredder. God, it exiles too, which is good synergy with Quintorius. Ugh. I'm taking the land. Take a sweet looking negate. Take a Steel Spell. Study. Don't have space for it. Too many good removal. Don't have space. Well, in general, with hyper aggro, I actually like stuff like Enthusiastic Study more, especially given that it draws. I could almost see the argument that it's better than Rip Apart in this deck. I know that seems crazy, but I could see that as an argument. I think we're playing 16 lands. So maybe the Biblioplex is out. God, we actually have, what, 10 targets for it, though? That's crazy. So we can cut 3 creatures at least, plus a land. So we cut 3 creatures, and we're still at 15 creatures if I cut 3 of them, because I've got the Inkling Summoning. That's pretty sweet. Let's just cut our top end. Like Relic Sloth, because I like our other 2 5-drops more. Assistant in this deck is actually really nuts, though. Pledge Mage can go. As much as I like it, and I do like it, I think I'm willing to let it go. And then probably Pilgrim can go. Actually kind of like Pilgrim, but I'd rather have 3 mana, 3/3s, I think. And then I cut a land. I'm running 16 lands. Is our curve low enough for 16? Probably cutting the Pilgrim is wrong if I'm running 16 in this deck. But then what do I cut instead? I want this Dust Speaker. And I definitely want Quintorius. Well, Campus Guide finds us lands. Yeah, we can probably do 16. Maybe I don't do the Biblioplex. It's probably just greedy enough, especially if I'm running... Yeah, unfortunately, if I'm running 16, I probably can't do the Biblioplex. I need my... I'm going to be color intensive enough with all of these double things, so I probably shouldn't. So we have 15 creatures. Wait, so I can cut one more land. We have more red than white, but we do have actual double white, whereas we don't have any double red. So actually, oddly enough, we need an extra white mana. I gotta go back to my... Do I go back? Actually, I probably shouldn't go back to Bob Ross lands. I gotta do my Strixhaven lands now. Actually, I'm gonna go back to full art lands. I haven't done that in a long time. When in doubt, do some cool looking full art lands. That's kind of crazy looking. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. So 16 land, do it. I mean, our curve's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. A lot of removal in here, jeez. So, how many ways to have to exile from my graveyard for Mentor, Quintorius? So Dust Speaker does it. This card gets cards out of... Yeah, this card does it. This does it. This does it. This does it. I could see actually cutting the Spirit. We don't have a lot of evasion, though, and I think I can win the... Like, I could see doing the Pilgrim... I could see doing the Pilgrim instead of the Spirit. But then we cut another 2-drop, but it's just a 1-2. The problem with Spirit is it's a good way to win the game sort of late, but not super early. We have so many 3-drops, though. I don't know if adding the... Well, but it guarantees us more land. I'm going to do it. I feel like getting that extra land is huge for us. The Guide and the Pilgrim. Yeah, all right. It's a sweet deck. Really sweet deck. I really like this deck a lot. I mean, we have Lightning Bolt. All right. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we got a keep here. 2-drop that comes back later. Synergizes with Notorious. Removal. So, I mean, I guess I can Heated Debate and Arch. I don't love that. Well, we have Rip Apart, 2. I think we'll just Rip Apart Zamone for now. Zamone... Yeah, Zamone just draws cards. I can't allow that. Too good. All right. Well, I don't want them to learn, so I guess we'll just pass. I mean, I don't want to... Oh, well. No, they can still learn. Just a sack effect. problem is none of those things are worth killing. I don't know what to say. None of them are. Oh, rejected. Well, I wasn't going to attack anyway. So I don't need to find any more lands off Campus Guide. I just need them to sort of tap out, and then I can at least do stuff. Alright, let's do this. Cool. And then we'll do the Campus Guide. Decline. Don't need it. I mean, we can play everything in our deck now, so that's cool. Just chill. And then we can do... I mean, they have to tap land at some point, right? We can rip apart the Symmetry Sage, at least. Then I can fly. Why'd they play the land? Oh, did they need to play the land first? Yeah, the red mana, they needed that. So now they don't have the mana to do the Arch, which means we can kill the Arch and kill the Symmetry Sage. Although I might be reticent to kill the Symmetry Sage. The Arch needs to go. I don't want them learning. But I'm kind of on board with just letting Sage die. They already played a land, so they can't get the forest. They're attacking too. Oh boy. And they can't even learn. All right. Oh, should I have played the land first for Snakeskin Veil or something? Oh, lifelink. Oh, makes sense. Fair enough. Like, if they tap out for a creature, it's probably something I can heated debate. Then I can still attack into Symmetry Sage without using removal. If they leave up mana, I can just rip apart the Symmetry Sage, get in safely for another 7 points of damage. Ooh, they get a Fractal out of that. It's actually pretty strong, considering given our board there. So I guess the move is... That's cool. Let's rip apart the Mathematician. We'll go flying. And we can... attack these two, it's fine. We can get the Historian back, so it's not a huge deal. And then we'll play the Pledge Mage. So now we have Historian in Graveyard. We have another heated debate. Pillar Drop Warden. Oh, jeez. Guess we'll just attack here. They have instant sorceries to get back. Reject and Expressive Iteration. Well, I think I'm willing to give up my guide for a Pillar Drop Warden. I don't love this trade, but it's what we're doing. Doesn't matter. I don't think we have filter cards, right? I might be wrong about that, but not sure. Oh, geez. That's a good one. Summoning's good too, though. Dreamstrix is a good one. Ooh, Lightning Bolt. It's a good one too. So, we'll bolt the Strix. They get to learn. Bolt Strix. They sack it, learn. We get in with Pledge Mage. All right. So I still have 5 instant sorceries left. I'll do flying. Can I do this anytime? That's cool. Alright. So I can do the Historian at the end of their turn. Get a tapped 3/2. They can exile one of my potential evasive guys, which isn't the end of the world. What's the way it's? Oh, search for an instant or sorcery. Uh-oh. That seems scary. What are we getting? Heated debate. Well, that's a good one. All right, so let's say they heated debate our flyer. Ooh, this to get back our own heated debate. So let's say we attack with everything. They heated debate this, block the 3/1, block a 2/2, block the 2/1 and the 3/2, take 2, go to 2. Probably not worth it. I think we just get back heated debate next turn, or I Actually, I guess I can get in and then I can bolt them next turn and just win. That's probably good enough. So we attack with everything. They heated debate. Symmetry Sage becomes a 2/2. They block my 3/1 with their 4/4. They block my 3/2 with their 2/2. They block a 2/2 on my 2/1 flyer. I mean, either way, I'm just attacking with everything, and then I'm getting bolt and hope it's enough next turn. So kill my biggest thing. Kill my 2/1. Eat 3/1. Block 3/2. Block 2/2. Block 2/1. Take 2. Play assistant. Get back bolt. Kill them next turn. Sounds good. Worth it. Unless they gain life, of course. Then I'm in trouble. I mean, that's one way to do it too. It doesn't really matter. It's essentially the same thing. They're still going to end up taking 2 damage, so I'm cool with that. They actually ate the... I guess that kind of makes sense. So now they have to deal with assistant and deal with a lightning bolt. They have the answer to assistant in hand, but we also draw a card off of it. And we immediately kill them if they do it. Because we have the mana for a lightning bolt too. Alright. They gave us the bolt, so... Alright. Sweet. We'll see for the next one. Alright, well, this hand doesn't actually have any threats in it, but it's hard to mull a hand that's got both colors and just a boatload of premium removal. Uh-oh. I've never had so many premium removal spells in my hand and felt like I was in trouble before. There's a threat. We found one. Alright, we're fine. No problem. Trickster on an empty board. I like it. Ooh, we got the combo. Yeah, let's just rip that apart. I mean, when you have just basically an all removal hand, you might as well do it. So first you do the Dust Speaker, then you cast the Quintorius. I see. So you do Quintorius. So next turn we can attack with the Dust Speaker. Wait, that's not the right one to tap. You gotta tap the Dust Speaker. Whoopsie. They didn't think that one through. So now I just go off. I just exile. This is so good. So I'll just, you know, casually exile this. Spit out a 3/2. Look at these things. Oh my word. This is insane. This is just Insane. Yeah, I suppose. Didn't get one from Dust. Dust Speaker is nuts. Just casually trying to race, huh? Sensible, but when you have just a grip, just an absolute grip full of goodies. So we actually attack first with everything. Oh, Vidge and Trample. I still get that ability, that's right. I guess this one... I'm killing both their guys regardless. I'm still attacking just because I'm attacking first. So I stop after my attackers because these are instant speed. Yeah, so do that. We can resolve that. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. That's fine. Do the thing. Just get 2 lands. Kill you. Kill you. This is the dirtiest little beatdown I think I've ever seen. Dust Speaker, Quintor. Dust Speaker alone is just insane in this deck. Just spitting out our awesome removal to just get free spells. Yeah, that's nuts. All right, we'll see you for the next one. Awesome hand here. When you see that lightning bolt, is there anything sexier? So we get turn 2 Historian, turn 3 Pledge Mage, turn 4 maybe Bolt plus something. That seems pretty good. They get a little rampy effect here. Well, I still think we go Pledge Mage. Like, I could just nuke their land now, and I probably imagine it's not the worst idea, but the value here is too high. Next turn I have to go Mentor Bolt and give this flying and just bash in. I think it's better. Uh-oh. Doesn't have reach, does it? Alright, it's just trample. No problem. I mean, we have all the heated debates. Could nuke the land now. I suppose I do. What do you do? Search your library for a card, put it in your graveyard, shuffle. It's an in sorcery, put a counter on it. It's pretty sweet. Alright. Do this one. Get a plains. Play plains. Pass, I guess? I mean, I could rando attack with Historian to scry 1, but I have to pay 5 for that. It doesn't really seem worth it. Oh, geez. Lifelink, huh? Well, I think I'm actually going to triple block. And the main reason is, if we can get that off the board, we have 2 guys that come back, and we're taking care of a 7/6 that I obviously can't easily deal with. Man, that Auric Lore Mage, though, kind of keeps my Pledge Mage back. Well, and they can just do it for free. Man, that's good. Yeah, geez, that is good. Well, guess we do the Historian. I don't want to rip apart a Pest either. Too bad this rip apart's not instant speed. Lore Mage is pretty sweet. Just puts counters on itself. Oh, geez. Oh, Deadly Brew. Yeah, Deadly Brew is sweet. So they get back... Oh, they're awesome, dude. Okay. No attacks. Well, I guess I'll do this one then. Well, probably need a blocker though. Alright. Man, they got some strong rares in there. I guess they only have a couple. I really like this Emergent Sequence, though. It's a cool card. Well, that's cool. So we can go land, rip apart the colony because they're just a land away from making that a 4/4. Then I guess we can go Pilgrim, Plains, Pledge Mage, and pass. So then can at least keep the Trudge at bay, double block the Professor. Not bad. Jeez, that's another good rare. Let's see here. I guess the 5/5 probably more important to kill. Well, Dust Speaker is kind of cool, but doesn't get us out of this. All right. We'll see you for the next one. All right. Hey, I forgot I had this card. That's cool. So Hall Monitor into Light Scribe into kill your thing, buff, kill your thing, buff. That's pretty big beats. I like that. But they're going first, which makes it a little more tricky. Pilgrim, sweet. Well, if Lightscribe stays alive, we're looking pretty solid. Because removal buff, removal buff, removal buff is pretty gosh darn close to lethal, I imagine. I think we actually do Pilgrim. Can't block. Get in for 2. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a cool card. Let's do Quintorius. So we'll get that down, pass. Then we can. Oh, geez, 2 of them, huh? Oh, well, that's cool. Let's see here. So I can just attack with Pilgrim. Didn't get rid of our heated debate. Not a huge deal. Takes them to 5. They still can't really attack, I don't think. There's our second red. So we'll pass. Do Pilgrim, get it back at a 4-2. Then we can turn off an attacker. Well, it's going to be a 3-2 now, I guess. Slightly worse, but it's okay. So we can go Pilgrim. Well, we have all the planes in our deck. That's cool. Historian. We can pass. So then, Bolt. That's a pretty good one. All right, sweet. Let's see you for the next one. Oh, it's a snap keep here. Hall monitor into campus guide. Find our planes. Then we're in Bolt, Pilgrim of the Ages territory. This hand is looking good. No play there. Got our planes. So we'll go planes. Attack for 3. They're going to tap learn. They could. Looks like it. Yeah. That's cool. So they'll learn, and then we'll do Pilgrim of the Ages, find our another planes. And then we can rip apart something. Dust Speaker looking like it's going to have eye upside this game. Ooh, Elite Spellbinder. Well, it doesn't really matter what they pick. I can cast it. I guess at that point you almost just pick the Dust Speaker and make me pay $1 billion for it. 7? Make me pay 7 for a Dust Speaker. That's the one that makes the most sense. Because, yeah, they picked... That was the correct pick. That was definitely the correct pick. So I could do Summoning plus Bolt here. I think Summoning plus Bolt is actually better. Now, you might be thinking, but Alex, you can Bolt their face, which is true. But I can also get rid of blockers with Hall Monitor, so I feel like getting the most damage in right now is better. And getting a flyer when they have 3 mana out and I have 4 creatures, it just seems like the best way to play this. I might be wrong. Oh, we have one of our own, huh? Mentor. Well, I'll just kill it. Alright. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, we got a keep here. Some removal, Tome Shredder. Oh, I definitely kill that. So, kill that, and the next turn we can go Shredder and make it a 3/3, which is pretty sweet. I think I'll just kill that too. I don't want that thing getting out of hand. And then we have set up for this Quintorius Tome Shredder synergy. That seems pretty good. And Campus Guide too, huh? Let's go Shredder. Yeah, I think I actually just attack for 2 here. Because next turn when I play Quintorius, I can just spit out a 3/2 with my Shredder, which seems better to me. What? What do you do? Oh, that's pretty good. 4 mana, 4/4, ward 2. You have a fight too? Oh, jeez. They got us pretty good there. Well, Bolt's cool too. Yeah, we just go off here. Kill you. Wait, what do they have? That's scary. Kill you. Oh wait, it can't be countered. That was actually a mistake. I didn't have to pay the ward there. I could have played the campus guide. A little bit of a mistake. It's alright. So they should be at 4, which would make this more lethal. But turned out to be okay. We'll see for the next one. Got a great hand here. Hall Monitor and a Light Scribe. And then just start ripping apart and having some heated debates. It's a good draw. I'm actually going to do the Mentor. It means I don't get to get in for 5 here, but Light Scribe only gets better with more creatures. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it's tough. I could see it either way. Assistant is pretty sweet. So... guess we debate the Pledge Mage. And just get in here. Dust Speakers. I can get debate back. Let's just get in with the Mentor here, because I got a bunch of open mana. And a grip full of cards. No, I'll do the assistant. Get back the debate. Well, I guess don't really need to scry when I put it on top of my deck. Not the craziest synergy I've ever seen, but it's okay. I mean, I can get in for lethal next turn with Rip Apart or Heated Debate. Well, not anymore. All right. They know about the Heated Debate. Let's just do the Rip Apart. That's fine. Uh-oh. Got by the befuddler? Nobody expects that. Kind of want to land here. Pilgrim is next best thing, so that's fine. So now we can do the Dust Speaker. We've got the Heated Debate. Ooh, it's good synergy there, but I think we just debate this thing now. Oh, they have something? Oh, they get to scry. They get to scry. That's fair. It's got haste. Sweet. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, it's a good hand. Can't play the Pledge Mage, but we can after we play the Pilgrim, so that's pretty sweet. Plus we have removal. I really love that Pledge Mage a lot. Card's really good. Alright, we'll just do this now. Get our white mana. Pilgrim is a great card. Just get a land back. It's a common, too. Man, they're really pushing cards nowadays. I know I say that a lot, but they are really pushing cards nowadays. Alright, I think we just drop the Combat Professor because it flies, and then I can just immediately use it to buff this and get in for 3, so pretty slick. Also just happens to make great use of mana. Next turn I might do the Pledge Mage. Can do Quintorius though too. Yeah, and that buffs Pilgrim. That's probably not a bad idea. Could go either way on that. Sure. I could see killing the Pledge Mage now. I'm gonna try it. Can't be countered. Pretty important little note here. Little sidebar. I just don't want that Pledge Mage to get out of burn range because it's not like I have any other form of removal here. That's not going to work. Can't be countered. Whoops. You know what the funny thing is? My opponent was warned. When you try in Arena, when you try and counter something that you can't counter, goes, "Are you sure?" I've gotten that warning before. So my opponent was literally warned and still did it. Let's do this and just get into 3. I mean, they can bash us back, but now I've got some bodies on the board. I can shock the Aerialist and pay the extra mana. Or I could just debate it, but I'd rather shock it, I think. Debate the next thing I gotta deal with. I mean, we're also winning the race currently, so it's something to keep track of. Man, Mage Duel. Doing some work. So I do not have the mana to shock Aerialist. Might just want to do the Pledge Mage. One card left in their hand. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Pledge Mage. My thoughts are I'd like to just kill both their things and get some lifelink out of the... That makes the racing a little bit easier. Yeah, I can shock that too. Probably will. Don't want them drawing cards. That's for sure. Attacking, huh? We need to punish them pretty badly if they attack. Okay. So we shock Simone at the end of their turn. Why not? Doesn't matter what we choose. Oh, that's a good draw. So let's go debate, kill this. Oh, I should have done the hull monitor. Whoopsie. My mistake. So I think we just kill that. Still just like a little bit mana shy of doing everything I want. I mean, yeah, we still kill this. We get the life link. It's a pretty good one. Ooh, Rip Apart. That's a good one, too. Unfortunately, we don't have the double white follow-up after that, though, huh? In that case, we probably just attack with Pilgrim. And then rip apart the Aerialist and pay the extra mana. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, I think it is. Because we can still follow up with Inkling summoning. Yeah. So we'll pay the word fee. Doesn't really matter what we pick. Oh, geez. So we can go summoning. Is it spell or ability? Jeez. It's really good. I mean, it's still pretty good. Still pretty awesome for us. Hall monitor doing its job. Monitoring those halls. They have a couple of those? That card's sweet. Yeah, Pledge Mage is an awesome card. Alright, so we'll just make it so that dude can't block, and then we get in with these two. And that is that. Sweet. Took another draft down. Wow. Off to a pretty awesome start with Strixhaven. So let's open some packs. And like I said in the last draft, it's pretty valuable early on in this format to really open your packs and kind of get to know all the cards. So why don't we open the packs, see what we're looking at here. We have Elemental Expressionist. So 4 mana, 4/4 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast a copy, okay, so choose a creature you control. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it. And when the creature is put in exile, create a 4/4. That's insane. Well, probably easily taking that. Otherwise, Fracture is kind of more of a sideboard card. It doesn't actually deal with creatures. There's Cultivate, which is a sweet card. I like the Fanatic. I think it's an easy Expressionist, and if an Expressionist wasn't in here, it'd probably be Cultivate, just because it lets you play more fatties and more colors. This format looks like it would be fun for that, but plenty of good cards in there. Alright, well, Eliminate, definitely good value. Kills things, instant speed, 2 mana. I like this Inkcaster a lot. This is a cool card too. Relic Sloth playable. I think we just take the Eliminate. Cheap removal. Hard to go wrong. Chaos Warp. Owner of target permanent shuffles in their library. This is a little too random, but it is cool in this format in particular. And it's red, deal with anything, which is actually kind of nuts. They don't really print this effect anymore. This could actually just be playable. I think it's actually pretty playable. Vanishing Verse, also very good. This is a multicolor format, though, so that's a little bit tough. I'd probably just take the Chaos Warp for curiosity alone. The fact that red, a catch-all red spell, and if they reveal and it's just a land, all they get is a land, or if it's just an instant or sorcery, they don't get anything. So Chaos Warp seems pretty sweet. I could see taking that. Other good cards in here. I like the Inkling Summoning. I want to try out this Lower Hold Excavation. I think it's kind of an interesting card. Gains you life or deals some damage and spits out some spirits. It's a tough little build around. Zimone I've seen quite a few times. Great card. It always dies as soon as it hits the board, but if you don't deal with it right away, they're just spitting out lands or drawing cards. Both are pretty good. Interesting little Chaos Warp there, though. Semester's End. This is a tough card to get value out of. So basically it lets you, you could like attack with your team, then play this, then they come back and they're bigger, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Probably Cultivate again, otherwise Heated Debate, probably Heated Debate over Cultivate. This is just solid removal that can't be countered, it gets through Ward. I want to play this Stormkill Artist. I have a good feeling about this card. It doesn't buff the toughness, but spitting out treasures, I feel like you could really go off with this card, so I like that. Yeah, that's about it. Worthy of mentioning. Heated Debate, I would go with. All right. Dramatic Finale. 4 mana, buffs your creature tokens whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die. Create a 2/1. Yeah, this is insane. So easily Dramatic Finale. Just when your guys die, you just get evasive dudes that are 3/2s. That's nuts. This is a counter spell, playable. I don't like the Secret Rendezvous. I don't know where that works best. We played this in our first draft. Great card. I unblockable a lot of the time and then gets bigger with expensive spells. I like the Spectacle Mage too. Enthusiastic Study and Pigment Storm are good. Defend the Campus, certainly fine. Kind of pricey, but it's also modal. So easy Dramatic Finale. If the finale wasn't in here, I'd probably... That's actually a good question. Would I just go a gold card? I mean, this is a 2-drop. Moves into Is It right away, but can be unblockable. Or would I go with just Pure Evasion? Maybe Pure Evasion that makes stuff cheaper over a thing that grows off expensive spells. I'm not sure. Or I could just go like random Pigment Storm. This card is good. It's expensive, though. I don't know how high I pick it yet. But 5 damages, I mean, that deals with everything. So that's a cool card. Maybe Pigment Storm just to get a monocolor card. Inquisition. I mean, discard usually not super playable outside of sideboards in Limited. Culling Ritual, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. That's kind of cool against the Fractal or just tokeny decks with pests and stuff. That's cool. Maelstrom Muse is good, makes stuff cheaper. It's also evasive and big. Colony, solid little 2-drop that gets bigger the later the game goes. And Vortex Runner in here too. And Myco Colony, not strongest, but monocolor, solid little 2-drop that turns into a 4/4 in the late game. It also has reach. Certainly not irrelevant. And that's that. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next one.